Welcome everyone. In this video, we are going to see the topic game playing, that is the scope of AI or artificial intelligence in game playing. So, if we see game playing, it means whatever games that we play in computer nowadays. So, what is the role of artificial intelligence or the scope of artificial intelligence in making those games? So, that's what we are going to discuss here. Now what is given is that game playing is a search problem. Okay, we will see game playing is a search problem. Now what do you mean by search problem? Problem, all of us know. Problem means there is something, there is some issue or something that we need to solve. And how we are going to solve it? We are going to solve it using some search algorithms. So that is why game playing is known as it is a search problem. And how it is defined? It is defined by four things. Number one, initial state. Second, success function. Third, goal test. And fourth, utility or path cost or payoff function. So we are going to discuss all the four things using some examples. So the example that we can take is a card game or chess or tic-tac-toe game. So let's see. So the first thing in a game playing is that we need to decide the initial state. So take for example the tic-tac-toe game. All of us know what is tic-tac-toe game. So let me explain. Uh, we must have all of us have played this game, right? We need to give cross and so consider the tic-tac-toe game. So what will be the initial state of this game? So initial state we can say that it is a like there are nine squares or nine spaces which are empty. So this is the initial state of a tic-tac-toe game. Similarly for a chess board or chess game, so what will be the initial state? So in the initial state, we will have to define or say what is the position of each and every characters in this particular chess game. So suppose this is black and this is white players. Okay, so for players, we will say that the elephant will be here, then the horse will be here, then the king will be here, queen will be here, and here we are having the senapatis or the pawns. Similarly, here black players will be there. So we will have to define the position of the initial position of each and every character in the game of chess. So similarly, in all the games, so whatever will be the initial state, we will have to define here. Now, second one is the success function. Now, what are the successful steps that can be taken? So, in the game of tic-tac-toe, what is the successful functions we can give? We can suppose player 1 is playing, it can give a cross. Where it can give a cross? It can give cross anywhere in the 9 states which is empty. Now suppose first it is empty when the game has just started. So it is all empty. So cross can be put anywhere. Now it is the turn of the second player to give circle. Now where it can give circle? In any of the squares which is empty. So these are empty, but this is so circle can be put anywhere here. So these are the success functions for tic-tac-toe game. Similarly, for the chess games also, the rules will be set like how an elephant will move, how a horse will move, king or queen will be moved. So based on the laws that is defined in the game of chess, the success functions will be defined. Now coming to goal test. So what will be the goal test for this particular tic-tac-toe game? So whenever we are able to put the same symbol, the cross or circle mark in horizontal, vertical or diagonal position, then it is a goal test. So it will be same for both circle and cross, diagonal, horizontal and vertical, right? So that is the goal test. Similarly for chess, it will be the tactic position. Now what is the utility or path cost or payoff function? Now it depends on whoever is defining the problem, right? So here we can assign cost of 1 for each time a player performs a step, we can assign 1 cost. Similarly, in game of chess, you can like cost can be assigned according to the priority also. Suppose if queen is moved, you can assign more cost. If a pawn is moved, it will be assigned less cost. So depending on how you are going to define the problem, you can assign the cost. So what is the aim of AI? So the aim of AI is to create a scenario so that it becomes extremely difficult for a player to decide whether he or she is playing, that is the opponent is a computer, is a machine, or a human being. So we need to create that level of intelligence in the machine. So that is the aim of artificial intelligence in game playing. Now how the gaming should be made, that is the intelligence should be made, the gaming should be natural. So the player, that is the machine, should play in such a way that the way a human being will play the game, the same natural way the machine should also play the game in a natural way, and it should obey the laws of the game. Now if we consider the tic-tac-toe game, so what is the law? You can put the mark, the cross or the circle in any place which is empty, right? And in the game of chess, similarly, the if I consider the boat or boat, so the elephant. So the elephant can move. Um, the elephant can move either horizontally. That is the depending on the laws, whatever is the rule given in the game of chess. So accordingly, it should move. It should the characters should play their role. Then characters aware of the system. So in the game of tic-tac-toe, if player one is giving a cross, it should know that I am playing the role where I need to give cross each time I play. And like what will be the other player doing? He or she, that is the other player, will be giving the circle. So it should be aware of the characters. Now path finding. So what do we mean by path finding? So let us take this example of tic-tac-toe game again. Consider the tic-tac-toe game again. So path finding. So suppose cross is given here. Now circle is suppose drawn. Here I have drawn one circle. Now what is the next step that cross will be giving? So in order to find the path, like whether cross should, the main goal is that it needs to win the game, right? So either horizontally or vertically or diagonally. Okay. So since circle is placed here, so cross will know that I cannot give, like there is no use giving, going for this path, right? So which path I should take, that is the path finding task. How it is going to do? It is going to do with the help of some algorithms. So there are many algorithms available in artificial intelligence. There is informed search, uninformed search. These are all algorithms. So basically in most of the games, this A star algorithm is used. We are not going to discuss A star algorithm here. I am just giving one example. So these paths will be decided based on this search algorithms like A star algorithm. Now comes decision making. Decision making means, suppose player 1 has given like this. Now circle is here. Now suppose player X has given here. Now 0, it should have the intelligence to understand that in order to stop this X, player X, from winning, it should give it here. He can give in any of the circles, right? So now he will have to decide where I should give the circle in an intelligent way. So if the machine is intelligent enough, it will give the circle here, otherwise it will give in any of the other places. So it needs to make the decision. The last one is planning. So let's take the example of tic-tac-toe itself. So we let us see how that in this game of tic-tac-toe we are having two players. So both the players will be having some planning from beforehand itself. So suppose, let us take for example X. Suppose X has given the mark here. Now if X gives the mark here, what will be his next step? So it will be having some plan. So now where 0 can, circle can give the point here, 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 anywhere, right? So suppose circle is here. So now for X there will be many flowchart available. So in one of the flowcharts it will be that if x is started, and if x is towards the right hand side of 0, then where x should give the next move, here, here, or where. So like that, if x gives it here, circle is here, so if x is gives the first position here, where 0 can give either here, here, in all these things, right? So if it gives here, what will be the next move of x? Now suppose circle gives here instead of here, then where x will give the next move? So based on all the possibilities, okay, it will have many possibilities present, so x will have all the paths for it, that is, for all the alternatives there will be a separate path. So now suppose x decides to give here, so now if 0 gives here, then x will simply put the x here in order to win the game. So suppose 0, instead of putting in these places, if it gives here, then what will be the next plan of x? So accordingly, for each and every move, this x will be having a flow chart. Okay. Similarly, circle will also have a flow chart. So the aim is to achieve the main aim is to achieve the goal test, right? Goal test or the goal, right? That is to put all the marks in the horizontal, vertical, or diagonal positions. Okay. Now, in order to design a game playing or in terms of uh, artificial intelligence, I am telling what are the various computer science disciplines that we need. We need knowledge-based systems, machine learning, multi-agent system, computer graphics and animation, and data structure. Machine learning means we will be using the various machine learning, supervised, unsupervised, all those things. Then multi-agent, because different players are present in the system, so we will have to go for the multi-agent system. Computer graphics, obviously if we are playing a game, we need very good animation, very good graphics, so we need these subjects. Then data structure, because we will be using stack, queues, trees, etc. And knowledge based systems, that is, some input will be given, we will try to do some process some knowledge and give the output. So these are few of the computer science disciplines that we need in order to perform game playing. Now, different types of computer games are strategy games. So these can be real-time strategy games, turn-based strategy, or helicopter view. To give a few examples are like Age of Empires we have, then Delta Force where we have, where we need to perform, like, think of some strategy in order to achieve some task or goal. Then role playing games, it can be single player or multiple player. Suppose there is a game of tennis, so the tennis can be single or double, or there are many types of games available like that. Then action games can be first person shooters, first person sneakers. Then it can be sports games, simulations means where you get a real kind of experience of some situation. Suppose there is a game where you need to fly an aeroplane, so you will be given like simulation or virtual experience of an aeroplane where you are flying the plane. Okay, so like this is just an example. Then adventure games, then puzzle games. So this is all about game playing. Thank you everyone.